guys, welcome back to my channel. Josephine here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 autumn and winter scents for men. This is actually a part 2 because I've already done my top 10 feminine perfumes in another video, which I'll link down below. So when it comes to men's perfumes, I'm actually quite drawn to warm, ambery and sweet perfumes. This is something that I've discovered recently, and what do you know, I find that these scents are great for autumn and winter. So I will be sharing with you my top 10 favorites. Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I come up with new videos. So if you would like to know what are my top 10 current favorite perfumes for men for the autumn and winter time, then please keep watching. Number 10 on the list is Boss the Scent for Him, Private Accord by Hugo Boss. Now, to me, this scent is a super sexy, very edible, woody oriental perfume for men, and it is absolutely perfect for the autumn and winter time. It's a chocolate perfume and it is just really edible and super sexy. The ingredients in this perfume are ginger, maninka fruit, cacao, mocha, tonka bean and woods. Now, the chocolate in here is quite prominent, and to me it's a very luxurious dark chocolate note. And then on the dry down it's quite woodsy and also a little bit musky. So this scent to me is very seductive and just, you know, sweet enough to make it just really addictive. I think this is a really good perfume for example, a date night or for going out with friends, partying, because it is a very seductive scent. The number 9 spot goes to Elements of Man, Strength by ZEGNA. I cannot, for my life, pronounce the first part of the brand's name, nor can I spell it. ERMENEGILDO? I don't know, I don't want to butcher it, but I'll just put it on the screen so you can see the full name of the brand, but for simplicity I will call it ZEGNA. This scent is a part of the Elements of Men collection, and I believe there's 5 fragrances and they each represent a different masculine attribute. So this perfume is Strength. It is a sweet honey tobacco scent. The key notes in this perfume are tobacco leaves, honey, apricot, pine needles, smoke, and oud. So to me this scent is very opulent. There is a very strong honey note in here that brings sweetness and depth and adds a bit of complexity to the scent. I also get the apricot in there. The apricot is very velvety and it adds like a nice, welcoming, fruity touch to the fragrance. And the oud as well in the dry down is just beautiful. It mixes so well with the tobacco and it adds a smokiness and depth to the fragrance that is just stunning. The oud in here is it's clean, it's not too animalic. I would say it's maybe more of like a European oud version than, you know, a purely oriental oud. So I personally enjoy it when it's on the lighter side, but this fragrance is definitely very powerful. So I would recommend wearing this scent more in the evening and nighttime than during the day because it's very strong. And with that said, only a few spritzes are enough because you will probably just fill the entire room with like a honey tobacco sweet scent. Next up we have Red Truffle 21 by Jo Loves. Now, Jo Loves is actually a newer niche brand, and it is Jo Malone's new brand that she created after Jo Malone London. So the ingredients in this fragrance are of course fig, but there's also citrus, black pepper, juniper berries, pine leaves, and truffle. Now, I'm not really sure what truffle is meant to smell like. It is a mushroom after all. This does not smell like mushroom, do not worry. But I think it just adds a luxurious feel to it. So when you first spray this, it is quite citrusy and also really has a cooling freshness from juniper berries. The combination of the two I feel is quite masculine because for some reason juniper berries have a sort of a gin and tonic feel to it, which is probably why, like I said, this is more masculine. The fig takes a bit of time to develop, but when it does, it is a beautiful green fig note. This isn't, you know, a typical milky, coconutty fig that you would probably get in Philosikos from DIPTYQUE, which is more appropriate for the summer. This is much fresher and crisp. In the dry down, it is a bit smoky and a little bit leathery, and you still get and also a little bit musky, and you still get a really nice fig note in there. Now, to me, this perfume is very sophisticated and refined and sort of a little bit posh, actually, and is a really good everyday wear scent. So you can wear it during the day, during the night, and is really good for the colder months. Next, we have TABAC 28 by Le Labo. This perfume is part of the City Exclusives, which is a collection of fragrances that is only exclusive to certain cities. This perfume actually was launched just a couple of months ago and is exclusive to Miami. However, every September for the entire month, worldwide, you can get the City Exclusives, so that's pretty cool. TABAC 28 is a beautiful tobacco scent. Another one. It's a mix of tobacco and rum, and to me this perfume just screams Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. If Captain Jack Sparrow had a scent, TABAC 28 would be it. It is a beautiful assembly of rum and tobacco leaves. The rum just brings the right level of sweetness to the perfume, and actually when I apply it on my skin I get a bit of a chocolatey effect. Perhaps this comes from the tobacco, I'm not sure, but it's really enjoyable. The ingredients in this fragrance are rum, tobacco, but also cedarwood and cardamom. So this perfume is really warm on the skin. It is daring, adventurous, and really seductive. After a certain amount of time during wear, there's this beautiful cedarwood note that will almost take over the tobacco scent. So the tobacco is still there, but cedarwood is, front and center of the show here. This perfume is also quite smoky in the dry down, so again, this is a play on a bit of the mysteriousness of the fragrance. It's a very easy to wear scent. It can be worn during the day and night. It does stay closer to your skin, so it's not as strong, for example, as some other fragrances that I will talk to you about today, or even the tobacco scent from ZEGNA that I just talked about. But it is really nice, and I would recommend you try it out in next September if you have the patience. Next up, we have Parfums de MYRRH Herod. Now this is my little men's discovery set that I reviewed in a previous video. So I only have a little vial in here, but I'll insert a full-size picture of the bottle so you can see what it looks like. But essentially, Herod is a beautiful, sweet, gourmand scent for men that is based on tobacco. And so the tobacco in here is so smooth and really, really creamy as well. So I haven't smelled, for now at least, a smoother tobacco. It also has a bit of a apricot leathery feel to it, really light, and overall it's really smooth and round and really warm, comforting, and very, very sexy. The ingredients in this fragrance are, of course, tobacco, pepper, cinnamon, sandalwood, vanilla, osmanthus, and a lot of different things, which I will list also on the screen so you can see. This perfume is also very luxurious and really put together. I find it very elegant. I would suggest wearing it more in the evening. If you have perhaps a fancy dinner or event to go to, I think this would be a great scent. It is so, so perfect for the autumn and winter time. If you like sweeter scents as a man, then I recommend you smell this one out because it is really, really good. For spot number 5, we have Dame d'Eau by DIPTYQUE. So this scent, I've actually listed it in my top 5 favorite masculine perfumes. So I'll link the video down below. But essentially, this fragrance is a sandalwood-based scent. The ingredients in here are sandalwood, myrtle, and cypress. And this is just a stunning sandalwood scent. If you love sandalwood scents, check this one out. It is a really suave, sophisticated sandalwood. It goes on also a little bit smoky, but then it merges on your skin. It almost becomes one with your skin. So it's really warm, comforting, and just perfect for autumn and winter. This scent is a very laid-back perfume. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it during the day, during the night. It's a really no-fuss scent, but that is very elegant. Number 4 on the list is MYRRH and TONKA by Jo Malone. Now, I absolutely love Jo Malone fragrances. I have a huge collection of their perfumes, and I actually plan on doing a review on Jo Malone fragrances, at least from my collection. And MYRRH and TONKA is so, so perfect for autumn. and winter. It is part of the Cologne Intense collection, which is the collection of bottles that have a black packaging, and they're more intense, so tend to last longer on the skin than their traditional cologne or range. So MYRRH and TONKA is an oriental scent, and it contains myrrh and tonka bean, but also vanilla, lavender, and almond notes. It's a really warm and enveloping scent, but also is strong and really smooth at the same time. So it has a very strong tonka bean note in here, so if you like tonka bean, you will really like this perfume. It brings a beautiful almondy and powdery side to the perfume. The myrrh, to me, isn't as present or as strong as a tonka bean. However, I do get a bit of a licorice side to the perfume, which, you know, is a nice little twist, and it just blends beautifully with the vanilla. In terms of performance, because it is part of the Cologne Intense collection, it will last longer, and on my skin it lasts at least 5 hours. And the projection is quite strong, so people will be able to smell you, and the sillage is really nice. I would say it is a great day and night scent, and just overall fantastic scent for the colder months. Next up, we have WONDERWOOD by Comme des Garçons. For those of you who don't know, Comme des Garçons is actually a designer brand that creates apparel, but it has a really niche positioning within perfume. And the scents are very interesting, they're unusual, the brand is super cool, the packaging is really beautiful, and WONDERWOOD is such a nice scent for men. As the name suggests, this scent is a woody scent, and it has literally all of your favorite woods in it, at least my favorite woods. So there's sandalwood, there's patchouli, there's cedarwood, there's gaiac wood, there's oud, and also cypress. So complete celebration of woods, and it is a sophisticated woody scent. So sandalwood brings a sophistication and also a creaminess, and there's a bit of a mysterious smoky side that gaiac wood imparts in the perfume. Then the other notes that are quite prominent to my nose are cedarwood and oud, which just tie everything together and actually makes me feel like I'm in a pine forest. In that forest, there's a bit of mist on top of the trees, it's a bit humid, and maybe it's about to rain. That's the type of scent. It's foresty, a bit earthy as well. So if you like that type of scent, then make sure you check this one out. I find that this scent is a great everyday scent, and it's quite casual, so I wouldn't recommend necessarily wearing it for a fancy dinner. It's more of a scent that you'd throw on, walk out the door, or, you know, have dinner with your best friends, but nothing too fancy. The number 2 fragrance is a perfume that I am obsessed with, and I love, and it is MUSC Ravageur by FREDERIC MALLE. And I actually have a blotter from yesterday that still smells really strongly, so this will give you an indication of the longevity. Wow, it's really powerful. FREDERIC MALLE is a niche brand that is unisex, and it's really the first brand to put forward the perfumers behind the creations of the perfumes. On each of the perfume bottles, on the labeling, there is the name of the perfumer or nose that created the scent. FREDERIC MALLE is actually a person, and he used to be an evaluator in the perfume house. So an evaluator is the person or the link that will work with the perfumer, marketing, and sales teams to really fine-tune the fragrance with the perfumer and ensure that it meets the brief of the client, which would be a brand. So he has this background in fragrance, and he launched his brand in the early 2000s, I believe. Each of the fragrances are with different perfumers. So MUSC Ravageur was created by Maurice Roussel, who's a really famous nose. He's created countless bestsellers and perfumes that are still on the market today. MUSC Ravageur is such a sexy, sweet scent that has almost a bit of a beastly feel to it, and it's a bit raw, which is what I like about it. There's something very interesting about this scent. So it has notes of citrus, so there's mandarin in there, there's also lavender, bergamot, and then there's amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. And it is just a stunning, sweet scent. Again, I want to stress that it is a unisex scent, so I like to wear it for myself, but I think that men could enjoy it too, and it would smell really good on men as well. All in all, it is very suave, it's musky, it's aromatic, so you do get the scent of lavender. It really peeks through the very rich, warm and gourmand vanilla sweetness. I think this is a really great nighttime scent. It is very strong, so it has a very powerful projection, so people will definitely be able to smell you in a room. I would recommend wearing this scent in the evening because it is a very powerful scent and people will smell you from miles away. This scent is really classy and refined. It's very sophisticated and is niche at its best, in my opinion. And my number one scent is TONKA 25 by LABO. Oh my goodness, I love this scent so much, and I was definitely misled with this fragrance. I thought that TONKA 25 was a purely tonka bean perfume, so I was expecting something that was very almondy, that was really sweet, but this is not the case with this fragrance at all. It couldn't be further from that. There's definitely tonka bean, but there's certain ingredients that were used in smaller concentrations that have a bigger impact, and so that transform this perfume. The ingredients in this perfume are of course tonka bean, but there's also atlas cedar, orange blossom, some styrax resins, vanilla and musk. Oh gosh, it smells so nice. So this is quite a musky scent. The tonka bean here is not front and center at all. It is a very woody scent actually, and you do get the cedarwood note that is very prominent in here, but it's slightly warmed up by a sweet tonka bean and vanilla scent. So this scent is definitely more woody than it is tonka bean. The tonka bean is more in the background and ties everything together, whereas the centerpiece here, like I said, is more the woods and the cedarwood. It's really warm, musky and comforting. This is like a warm blanket that just wraps around you when it's really cold. It's just very comforting. I find that this is a very good day and night scent for everyday wear, and it stays on the skin for a really long time. I would say at least 5 hours, and because the musks really, I think, just bring everything together and helps with that long-lasting effect. And the great thing is that this perfume isn't part of a city exclusive collection, so you can get it in any store, and I highly recommend that you go in there, and I am just completely and utterly in love with this scent. So that's it for my top 10 men's perfumes for autumn and winter time. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of certain perfumes. Have you tried them? And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you very soon. Bye! If you'd like to see more detailed fragrance reviews, make sure you check out my blog at jusderose.com and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any posts. I also create healthy dessert recipes inspired by fragrances and some candle DIY projects where I share the exact perfume formula so you can recreate them at home. Thanks again for watching!